Hello. Today I'm going to tie for you a Biot Midge. Another one of the small winter patterns that work so well here in Pennsylvania and on the spring creeks. So let's get started. We're going to do this one on a Daiichi 1120 in size 20 and small curved hook. And the head of this fly is going to be a killer Caddis bead in root beer. I used tan A-dot thread. I'm not sure the color was perfect. You could have used black. I was thinking more about matching that biot. Remember my son-in-law shot a goose and I got those terrific biots from the primary feathers on it. We're going to use the Coq de Leon fibers for a tail and a peacock curl just behind the bead to simulate legs and other junk that hangs loose back there. So don't forget to use the small plunger style hackle pliers to help you get the hook in the vise. I didn't hold that tiny bead between my fingers. I laid it on the desk or scooped through the package until I caught one. So I'll get the thread started behind the bead, work our way back about halfway. And Coq de Leon, especially those hackle fibers, are very firm fibers, so don't worry about tying them in on directly onto the hook or against the metal. I think on the softer fibers like pheasant tail that they wear through and they fail or break off prematurely. But the Coq de Leon is tough stuff. So I'm going to wrap down around the bend a little bit, come back up, and trim off the excess. So we have our biot ready. I've already checked to see which edge is the smooth edge. I don't want the ribs on this one. I want this to look segmented and smooth. And again, this is just another midge. Thread-bodied midges work just fine. Midges with UV resin over top of them and a ribbing material work just fine. I have a lot of this stuff and it's cool to me, and it's a natural material, so why not use it? So we'll throw in a whip finish and bring in the bobbin cradle. We're going to use the rotary feature to wrap that biot. And I'm going to wrap it over a little super glue. Not much because this stuff on these tiny flies squeezes out everywhere. Again, things in this video are smaller than they appear, unlike your mirror on your car that says larger than they appear. And we'll try and get that first wrap tucked right back in against the tail fibers. And we don't want to go too far too fast. Um, if we do, you get some of that fuzzy stuff will stick up and create that ribbed effect, and that's not exactly what we want, right? That's a different kind of fly. So we'll stop there. These biots get pretty wide pretty quick and can't use much more of it. Now there it's slid back a little bit, and I guess it's best not to panic. It's best to just stop and throw a wrap or two. You can adjust that biot before you actually cinch it down. And get a couple of wraps to hold it in place. So the thought here is to nick and tear and see if I can get a cleaner edge. And that wasn't half bad. So then a few more wraps to kind of tidy up, as Davey McPhail says, or smooth things out. We're going to use a Peacock curl fiber. Make sure you pick one of the smaller ones. We don't want a wide um, actual Herl on this. This is a midge, so you want to stay small. And here's where in a recent video I actually left a piece of thread and twisted it to strengthen the peacock curl. In this case, we're just going around about twice. So I'm going to just wrap the peacock curl around the thread to kind of bolster it up If the Herl were to break while this is being fished, it won't all unwrap or spring loose. And I took it around about 12 times. So lift it up and wrap it, get my 2 turns. And then I could have just let go there. It probably wouldn't have gone far, but I wanted to control the unwrapping process as well. So put 2 more wraps of thread around just behind the bee, lock in the peacock curl, snip off the excess, and behind a bead I like to use head cement or super glue in this case. And a 3-turn whip finish in between the bead and the peacock curl. Leaves a little band of a color similar to the body. Again, I think we could have used a black thread here and that would have been hidden. I don't think either affects the way this fly fishes or looks. So there you have it. Just a quick Biot Midge, little glass bead. Peacock curl for leggy looking stuff, little tail on it. So thanks for hanging in there and watch until the end. And if you want to learn more about me, look me up on Amazon. Until next time, be safe.